Woo! Berserk is so good, guys. Guts is so OP, guys. Berserk is so good. What is with Berserk fans? Like, I'm sorry, but I've been meaning to bring this up for a while. But Berserk fans have to be some of the most delusional, over passionate fan base I'm aware of right now. Probably because like I am a Berserk fan, so to speak. I am enjoying the manga. I am reading it. I do like it a lot. But Berserk fans are downright out of control with a lot of their bullshit. And I think this is one of the reasons why I was so skeptical of it going into it. And some of that skepticism is warranted because, like, I was being told shit like, Guts is the most morally complex character in all of fiction, or Guts is the most Guts is so fucking strong, dude. He can beat anyone. It's impossible to take seriously. It becomes unreal. This is an example, but I really need to bring this up. Mr. Medicare was doing a live stream about anime, and at the beginning, he specifically mentioned, "Don't mention Berserk. I've already read it. Stop recommending Berserk." And it really reminded me of how I sort of discovered Berserk, and how people would religiously hype it up as literally the best thing ever, literally the greatest manga ever written, how it has literally one of those morally complex villains in all of fiction. And that's not really true. I don't really agree. It's not that good, but I still like it. That's the mindset. It has that JoJo level hype behind it, or perhaps more so, because I think JoJo has kind of died down over the past couple of years. Thankfully, holy shit. Berserk is still very popular probably because it's actually legitimately good, and it just keeps escalating. It really does. It's not enough to say that yeah, Berserk's good. No, you have to worship it. It reminds me a lot of Earthbound, right? How people will overhype that without really thinking well, there are a lot of other good things like it, like Dragon Quest, a lot of these other classic RPGs. Secret of Mana is pretty goofy. No, let's only hype up Earthbound. Berserk is a lot like that. It really does feel that way. And the reason I'm bringing this up, I just got through sitting through looking at a V thread on 4chan, talking about Senator Armstrong. Who could possibly beat Senator Armstrong? And a lot of people were pushing for Guts, a argument that I found to be completely laughable, considering what Metal Gear Rising is like. Guts beating Armstrong? Are you fucking serious? Don't tell me that he could do it with Berserker armor. No, people were arguing that pre Golden Age Guts could beat Armstrong, and I was just how delusional are you people? Really? Do you remember what Metal Gear Rising was like? And this is my problem with power level faggotry in general, is that it really does feel like a lot of these people have no idea who one of these characters are, and will sort of throw all these bizarre feats at you, Superman can Superman used to pull planets around in the Silver Age. He got a cold once and blew away his solar system when he sneezed. It's just they completely cherry pick all these examples from all these really weird comics without really thinking about overall continuity and ridiculous situations where Superman has lost fights. Right? They don't speculate, well, there has to be limitations to Superman because in the world of DC Comics, there are no limits to Superman. They just do whatever the fuck they want. So whenever I see Superman fans insist that Superman can beat Saitama, I'm just you don't even know who Saitama is. Why are you throwing... You're just trying to protect your hero, essentially. A sort of a my dad can beat up your dad kind of thing. And it really is pathetic, right? It really is sort of you really do get the impression that these nerds, and I do not use that term lightly, these nerds have no life at all. If they're seriously sitting here seriously looking up like obscure characters. Oh, Guts can beat him. Guts can do this. Guts can do that. Like, it's ridiculous. You are overhyping the character, what he's accomplished, and as a result, kind of killing the genuine appeal of Berserk for would-be fans. Because I can't look at this kind of behavior and really take it seriously, to be honest with you. Like, it's not something that I want to be a part of. Like, I've already decided that, like, I'm going to distance myself from the Berserk fan base, in part because I've been so disappointed by, like, the Harry Potter fan base and the Nintendo fan base over the years. I fully intend to never really be part of a fan base ever again, because they are fundamentally, I truly believe this, are inherently toxic. There is no reason to be a fan of anything ever, because you end up like in this sort of weird dick measuring contest with other people, like to prove how big of a fan you are, to prove that your fan theories are better than other people's, that your series are better than other series. It leads to this situation where it doesn't feel as if you're a group of people legitimately coming together to talk about something you love. It feels like you're sort of there because you have nothing else to do with your time. It really does feel that way to me in a lot of cases. Weirdly, the most disappointing thing about Berserk for me so far has been the fans, because I do think I've been overhyped. I do think that they sort of overstate how good it is. I do think that they sort of they need to dial it back a bit. They need to be more respectable, not towards new fans, but to other franchises and other series, because I'm a Metal Gear fan too. So seeing people come out here shitposting about a beloved Metal Gear character, by far the most popular we've had this decade, right? In the past 10 years, seeing them really, it's disappointing. It really is. Senator Armstrong could beat Guts in a fight.